A lot of people enjoy reading creepypastas these days. A creepypasta is a spooky, scary story that is told online. Sometimes, they are made up by the author themselves. Other times, they start as circulating rumors that become adapted into a story or presented as an original work by an author. It's kind of like the way we used to tell ghost stories around a campfire before the digital age. We've compiled 5 of the best and most popular creepypastas for you. Hi, my name is John, and you're watching Stranger Tales. Number 1 is 1999. This story is about a Canadian blogger and author Elliot. It simply goes by 1999 and is about a TV show which aired during his childhood. He decides to investigate an old TV show that only aired for a few episodes back in 1999. One episode, called Playing with Scissors, was one of their live-action videos. The episode got really dark as one hand started to stab a smaller hand with scissors. A muffled child's scream could be heard in the background. The following episode, called Mr. Bear's Cellar, features a mentally unstable man who dresses up as a character called Mr. Bear. I can't even mention here the disturbing things he did. Eventually, police investigated and shut down this sadistic show. Number 2, The Rake. It was in 2006 when a team of researchers discovered near 24 documents belonging to the 12th century until the present day, all describing what seems to be an unknown creature known as the Rake. Those documents describe various encounters with this creature. Describing their encounter as follows, a couple said that they woke up in the middle of the night to discover a creature sitting at the foot of their bed, facing away from them. The creature looked like a half-human, half-big hairless dog. The beast suddenly leaped into the bed, crouched in front of the husband's face, and sprang towards the children's bedrooms. The couple quickly sprinted towards the bedroom. But by then it was too late. Sadly, the couple found their daughter mutilated and close to death. Her last words were, "He is the Rake." Number 3. Where the Bad Kids Go. A photographer decided to research an old children's show that he used to watch as a child in wartime Lebanon. The half-hour show featured graphic imagery and scare tactics to make kids obedient. The show would end with a slow zoom towards an old rusted iron door. As it got closer, people could be heard screaming from the other side. And a text appears on the screen. "That's where the bad kids go." The photographer was able to find the studio where the old show was filmed, even though it had been abandoned for a long time. He found the rusty door that was featured at the end of every episode. But he was not prepared for what was on the other side of the door. Upon entering, he found an empty room full of blood and other bodily fluids and a microphone wired to the rafters. Number 4. The Other Watcher. One time a person checked into a hotel for a few nights. After getting his key from the woman at the front desk, she said he'll be passing by an unmarked door and to avoid looking in or entering it. The man was so intrigued by what he heard the first night that he decided to look through the keyhole of the room. What he found was a very pale woman in an empty room standing in the corner. That night he returned to his room. On the third night, however, he decided to look through the keyhole again. But this time all he saw was the color red. He then went back to the reception desk where the woman asked if he had looked through any keyholes. The man confessed that he did, and the woman reacted, saying that many years ago a man killed his wife in the very same room. She also claimed that her ghost now haunts it. The ghost is said to be very pale, except for her eyes, which are bloodshot red. Yeah, the ghost was looking at him when the man looked through the keyhole. And what he saw were her red eyes. Number 5. The SCP Foundation. In 2007, the Secure, Contain, and Protect Foundation was founded with support from numerous doctors, researchers, and agents. They are the ones tasked with understanding and cataloging all the weird objects and abnormal creatures. The SCP website reveals many appearances of strange creatures, including the SCP-173, also known as the sculpture. It's a creature that has a bloody face and short limbs and must be constantly observed. When eye contact with the victim is broken, it will immediately kill them by breaking their neck. There is a lot of information online about the SCP and its creatures, including the sculpture. There are several videos also. Most of them is pretty scary and horrifying, so I cannot show it here. You can Google them if you have the willpower. We don't know if these are real or fake. But every time I think it is fake, I get reminded of the Nazi sleeper experiments. So we cannot confirm these are fake. Or some weird secret government experiments gone wrong. And if you are someone who enjoys such strange and mysterious stories, subscribe to our channel. And tell us about your creepy encounters in the comment below. Have a nice day.